Shea is a singular natural resource found exclusively in Africa. So it's a very good product for us. And generally it spans from the western corridors of Senegal all the way to the eastern part of Southern Sudan, covering an area of almost 1 million square kilometers. And in Ghana, it's predominantly found in the Savannah ecological zone of northern Ghana and the adjoining districts of Oti, Bono, East, Bono, and Ahafo. So all those who are there, you will see basically the share. And basically, it covers an area of about 77,760 square kilometers within this enclave. We can estimate almost about 9.4 million trees growing in the wild. And I don't like using the word wild because they are also on family lands and people are deliberately protecting them. So we have about 9.4 million trees all over. Generally, it is described as the cocoa of the north. And for those who are very affectionate, they call it the woman's gold. And it's virtually a household name in northern Ghana. Unfortunately, and that's the sad part of it, about 5,000 hectares of shea park lands are destroyed on an annual basis. And if you want to localize it, it is about 5 trees per community per week in the hot spot areas. And these areas are the places that are predominantly charcoal producing communities. So if you are here and you are one of the charcoal users, you contribute to this particular value, okay? And this is very alarming. To have 5 trees being destroyed per week per community in the north is extremely unacceptable. Again, as earlier on indicated, about 40% of the current fruits are collected. So even if we don't plant more, we still have 60% of the fruit in the wild, which we can bring back home and increase the value we are getting. So we have a huge growth potential still lying in the bush. And that's what we need to work on. While the academicians and the research scientists are still working on the gestation period of the shea tree itself. What is also very interesting is the fact that about 90% of the workforce in this value chain are women. And therefore, by touching it, you are touching almost 90% of women in this particular country. So any intervention directed towards women and youth, shea is one of the main things to do. So for Ghana specifically, we currently export almost about 70,000 metric tons, value at about $112 million. And if we are just collecting 40% and we can rake this, it means we have several potential. We can actually hit $1 billion if we can get at all the other ones. About 1 million women are involved in the shea sector, laboring, and in fact, let me say, if they ever go on strike, know that the whole world is going to be affected because nobody will pick the nut any longer. Again, for the shea sector for this year, the current government under his leadership, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, has given a reassurance and endorsement to develop the shea sector.